So you can create all the fucking boundaries you like and it won't make a lick of difference, and you'll probably upset them and lose them, and then you'll come back to me and say, I upset them and lost them. And I'll be like, no shit, because you have a belief that you'll upset people and lose them because you fear that you're not enough as you are and you think they're going to treat you badly, so they are. So what's the answer? You go within and you change your thoughts about you and your thoughts about the way people treat you in your 3D reality, but you don't fucking open your fat mouth and tell them something. Set a boundary. Let's do a video on boundaries and when your person isn't showing up the way you want and when you feel like you want to set a boundary with them. Okay, because a couple of questions here are to do with a specific person, about when they come back and what to do, and specifically about boundary setting. Let me have a sip of water because some of you really aren't getting this about boundaries. I know that therapists teach you to set boundaries. They're wrong. I had an idiotic therapist arguing with me today on my TikTok about how come people aren't your reflection when they're narcissists. They're just diagnosed narcissists. I don't understand this teaching. And I felt like saying, are you like this in relationships, love? You need to go and do your own therapy. You're arguing with me on my own TikTok about something. You've only watched one video. Have you bothered to go and educate yourself about this teaching and about awareness and about thought reflection? Or are you just arguing with me on one point I've made on one video and you're just really honing in on this and you're really stuck on this one subject without educating yourself? Don't go to that therapist, right? A lot of therapists teach you to set a boundary and do things out loud. What they're not teaching you is the reason why it's happening to you is because of you. So in the case of the person who just asked me, well, how come there are narcissists in people's reality and they have no capability to love someone? How's that your reflection? Bitch, are you such a pathetically bad therapist that you don't understand that narcissists don't go out with other narcissists? You do realize that, don't you? Oh yeah, I am aware of that in my practice, that narcs don't go out with other narcs. Okay, so tell me, you complete fuckwit who doesn't understand this, why a narcissist would pick a non-narcissist. What kind of person would they pick? Oh, normally they pick overgivers and people pleasers and people don't feel good about themselves. So isn't that narcissist their reflection? Aren't they reflecting their story that they're not good enough and that's why they chose them? Oh, so narcs don't pick other narcs because they can get nothing out of them, so they pick the person they can get something from. Yeah, so how are they not your reflection? Oh yeah, they are reflecting me because they'll treat me how I feel I deserve to be treated because I feel I'm not good enough. So I'll purposely pick a narcissist in a room and then they'll reflect all my bad thoughts about myself being not good enough, and ta-da, they are my reflection. Yeah, that's what I'm teaching you. Now, that dumb therapist will then teach you to set a boundary with the narcissist, but they won't uncover for you in the first place why you picked a narcissist, why you picked a person who's treating you badly, or why when they started treating you badly, you didn't leave. They'll just start blaming the other person, saying, you have to set a boundary and tell them, I don't like it when you treat me this way. And they'll say something dumb like, express your feelings and then set a boundary. You can express your feelings all you like, guys. Great. Expressing a feeling is great. But setting a boundary when they are your reflection is like telling your mirror off in the morning for showing your face looking ugly when you just woke up hungover. It's not going to change when you yell at it or set a boundary. Your mirror is just going to be your mirror. Everyone is your mirror, right? So if you're setting a boundary with your specific person, darling, the person who asked this, so what was your question? You said, where is it? About setting boundaries. I want creating boundaries with people without fear of upsetting or losing. Okay. So just read your question back. I want to be able to create boundaries with people without fear of upsetting or losing them. Read what you wrote. You have a fear that you'll upset them or lose them. So that's the first problem. You understand that? So if your biggest fear is upsetting them or losing them because you don't want to, and you don't want to speak your mind because of that, you will literally reflect a person being upset and a person leaving or losing them as a friend or a partner when you speak up because of your belief. Now, you know how I know that? Because I've had that belief my whole life, because as I was growing up, I had someone who got very upset with me very easily, which was my mum. So when I voice an opinion, I always think I'm going to upset people here. So when you've said here, I want to create boundaries without the fear of upsetting or losing people. Darling, the problem is your fear of upsetting or losing people. That's the first problem. You have a belief that when you voice your opinion, you're going to upset people or lose them. Now, where's that coming from? That's what you need to investigate. Setting a boundary with them ain't going to make no fucking difference, because when you do, your belief back here is still going to be that you're going to upset or lose them. So every time you say something, doesn't matter how you say it, if you say it in a British accent, if you say it nicely, if you say it harshly, if you say it under your breath, if you write it in a letter, you're still going to have the thought reflection of, when I say this, I'll upset them. I upset people easily, or I don't want to lose them, or when I speak my mind, I'm afraid I'll lose people. Then you'll lose them regardless of how it comes out of your mouth. So you're asking me how to create a boundary, like you're asking me about 3D shit, as if I'm going to be able to help you with that, darling. I can't help you. I'm a manifestation coach. I can't help you with anything you're doing with your mouth. And if anyone in your reality is a manifestation coach and they are seriously telling you how to say something or how to set a boundary, they are no longer a manifestation coach. They should take that title, mindset coach, manifestation coach, off their profile page, off their YouTube, because they're not. If anyone's teaching you what to do in your 3D reality, or how to say something, or how to set a boundary, they are no longer entitled to the moniker of mindset or manifestation coach. They should just call themselves a 3D coach or a life coach or some bullshit, because they're not teaching you how to do this correctly. You can set a boundary all you like, in whatever accent you like, in whatever voice you like, in whatever nicety way you like, and you will still get the belief that you have played out in the 3D. So unfortunately, darling, I can tell you how to create a boundary all you like, but guess what will happen? Your very dominant belief that you're going to upset someone or you're going to lose them will still occur, because it's subconscious and it's strong, and it will play out exactly how you believe it will play out. So what you need to do is stop believing and thinking that people are going to get hurt by you when you say something, that you're allowed to speak up, that you're allowed to speak your mind, that people won't pull away, that they won't not like it, that they'll appreciate your honesty, that they'll love when you express a feeling, and you'll never upset someone because you don't upset people. That's what you fucking need to do. You don't need to create a boundary. Then number 2, you need to figure out why the fuck you need to create a boundary in the first place. And that's about you. So from this comment, I can tell that you probably have a fear that you aren't good enough. And therefore, you're worried about the way things come across, like when you speak or set a boundary. Therefore, the way people are treating you in the 3D is because of your belief that you're not enough, which is why you have to set a boundary in the first place. Because the way they're showing up is not treating you properly, because you don't actually think you deserve to be treated properly, because deep down you fear that you're not enough. Therefore, they'll treat you not enough. Then you'll have this thought that you have to tell them that you don't like the treatment or set a boundary about the way they're treating you. But unfortunately, they have no choice. They have no free will in your reality but to turn up the way you imagine yourself to be. So, darling, if you imagine yourself to be someone who gets treated badly or isn't enough, they'll treat you accordingly. And then you'll do stupid shit like some therapist told you to do, like setting a boundary with them, but they have no choice but to treat you how you think you are. I'm not enough. I don't want to upset people. People treat me badly. People walk all over me. I give to them and they just take, and they'll take from you. They'll walk all over you. They'll talk down to you. They'll treat you badly, all because you're reflecting out from the mirror of your mind. I don't get treated well. I get treated badly. You're above me. I don't want to upset you. When I speak my mind, you won't really like it. You're going to pull away. I'm going to lose you. So tell me, if that's your mirror reflection and that's what's playing out, people not treating you nicely, people getting upset with you, people walking all over you, tell me how speaking about it, telling them off about it, setting a boundary about it is going to fix that when they are literally your reflection. It'd be as dumb as going into the mirror in the morning, looking like shit, and then telling your mirror, I'm setting a boundary. From now on, when I wake up in the morning, I want you to show me looking beautiful. And the mirror will be like, bitch, I'm just showing your ugly mug. You look like this. This is how you fucking look. I can't change until you do. Go and put some fucking makeup on, and then I might look a bit different. You understand? So unfortunately, darling, you've got a really shitty story that you're not enough, that you upset people, and that people will treat you badly. So you can create all the fucking boundaries you like, and it won't make a lick of difference, and you'll probably upset them and lose them, and then you'll come back to me and say, I upset them and lost them. And I'll be like, no shit, because you have a belief that you'll upset people and lose them because you fear that you're not enough as you are, and you think they're going to treat you badly, so they are. So what's the answer? You go within and you change your thoughts about you and your thoughts about the way people treat you in your 3D reality, but you don't fucking open your fat mouth and tell them something. Set a boundary. Right? Think about boundaries. Like, you have to put a boundary for dumb people. Like, people are going to walk out into the road. Must put a boundary here because people are so fucking dumb they don't realize they shouldn't walk out into the road. That's what you're doing with people. Building walls to protect yourself like a boundary on the road. What you need to do is stop believing you have to protect yourself in the first place. Stop thinking people are going to hurt you in the first place. If we all believed no one was dumb enough to walk out into the road, we wouldn't put boundaries against the end of the road. Have you ever seen those boundaries they put in event things in England when there's a big event like, I don't know, the King's coronation or something? They put all these boundaries on the street. Like, people are so fucking dumb, they're going to walk out into the traffic. Why don't they just assume everyone's not going to walk out into the traffic? I've never understood that, but they set all these boundaries for safety. What you're doing is setting all these boundaries when you could just assume different about yourself. Understand? So let me just see your answer if you've said anything about it, darling. So the person who asked me the question, are you understanding what I'm saying? So tell me what you think of you deep down. Tell me what you deep down think about yourself and if it was what I was saying was right. And what kind of boundaries are you having to set? Like, why would you set a boundary? What are they doing to you that makes you feel like you need to set a boundary, darling? Tell me and I'll help you. Because this is one of the craziest things I see manifestation and mindset coaches talking about, setting boundaries, and it makes my blood boil. It makes me think, are these people fucking dumb? This is the law of assumption. The person you're setting a boundary with is turning up the way they are because of your assumptions about yourself and them. So setting a boundary will do literally nothing. You are now a 3D reality coach. You are not a mindset coach anymore. Stop saying to people that you are. You understand? Oh, she's gone. Has she disappeared? What was the point of me doing a video for you, darling, if you're not going to stick around? Where's your answer? Or did you not like what I said? Guys, when I give you a whole fucking video and I bother to sit here and answer you, you could give me the courtesy of replying. Where are you? Where is she? I can't see her. You get it? Okay, but okay. I'm glad you get it, but could you tell me what it is you want to set a boundary about? Tell me and I'll tell you how to fix it. So tell me what it is you want to set a boundary about and I'll tell you why it's happening, okay? I have answered long. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know, but what's the actual thing that's happening? Tell me what the actual thing is that's happening, because a lot of you don't understand why what's showing up is showing up, and a lot of you don't get it, that it's literally a reflection of your belief. So setting a boundary about it won't make a lick of difference because it's showing up because of what you think about you and them. So tell me what's actually happening, darling, and I'll be able to help. You understand? Or do you not want to? Loz being eye of Sauron right now. I don't know what that is. What is that? Hang on. Did I even say that correctly, Star Moon? I don't think I did. Oh, all right. You're not going to answer me? Okay. I told my daughter not to be involved in her toxic relationship and she's not talking to me now. Okay, so do you have a fear that she's going to get hurt? Do you have a fear that men are hurtful and toxic and hurt women? Do you have a story about men not being good to women? Do you have a story that the men in your life weren't good to you? So why are you assuming that guy's toxic? Have you ended up with toxic men? Did you set an example for your daughter of being with toxic guys and now she is? What's happening there? Because you've got a belief about men, a belief about your daughter, and a belief about yourself. Telling her not to be in a relationship will backfire spectacularly. That's when mothers lose their children. You know the amount of mothers I know who don't like the daughter-in-law and the next minute the son just doesn't talk to them. I know 2 women who don't have any contact with their son because of that. So make that huge mistake if you want to, darling, and your daughter will choose him over you because you've got a story that she will. Because you've got a story, she'll get upset. You understand? So simply from the thing you originally wrote, I don't want to upset them. You had a story that when you voiced your opinion about him or when you voiced your concern, she would get upset. Therefore, she's now upset. So you got a story that you upset people, a story that men are toxic, and all you had to do was actually change your mind about that guy, see him differently, decide he wasn't toxic, he was good to her, he treated her well, decide your daughter wouldn't put up with bad treatment and had a really good self-concept, and he treated her well because of her self-concept, and you wouldn't have had to have said anything. The reason why she's not talking to you now, darling, is because of what you originally wrote, which is, how do I say something without upsetting people? You actually had a belief that you would upset her. Did you hold it in until you couldn't hold it in anymore, and then you said something because you were concerned, and now she's turned around and not talking to you? That's because she had a belief that you'd upset her. You understand? All you have to do is see her differently and see him differently. Guys, if you have okay, right. Okay, got it. So, guys, when you have a belief about someone, how they'll show up that way, and then you'll go, oh, I knew it. Have you ever done that? Oh, I told you so. I told you that to react like that. You manifested that. So all you have to do, darling, is see him differently. See him treating her well. See him as a nice guy, right? See him turning up great, and he will. But you've got a real story he's toxic, and then he will be. And also change your beliefs about men. Coaching sells out so fast. Oh, apparently coaching today sold out in 7 minutes, Jenna said. 7 minutes? It's like a Kylie makeup launch. Guys, listen, there's coaching sessions every 2 weeks, so don't worry. Just get on the coaching wait list, and then you'll get a notification in your email, okay? And also join the squad, and then you'll know when coaching is available, because you have to be in the squad to do coaching. Hang on, guys. I'm going up to answer your question. So hopefully that answered your question, darling. Did it? Loz, Jenna. So, guys, honestly, yes, coaching sold out in 7 minutes. That's hilarious. Thanks, Loz. I'm here and listening. So what you need to do, darling, is see your daughter differently. See her as thriving, putting up with only good treatment, being treated well because she believes she's a person who gets treated well and gets the princess treatment. See him as treating her well. See him as a good guy. See him doing things for her and being there for her and caring about her and loving her. See him differently, right? Or you could do the complete opposite and see them not together and imagine her coming to you and saying, I broke up with him. I couldn't stand his treatment anymore. I found a better guy. You can do that. But if you do that, then you're still holding a story that she's a girl who gets treated badly. I would prefer you changed it and then no wait list, just join the squad. Wait list would be so long. Oh, we don't have a wait list. Oh, Jen's telling me there's no wait list. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, no, not a wait list. I just mean the alert. You'll get alerted. There's no wait list. Sorry, guys. We don't do a wait list. Okay, it's no wait list. You just got to be in the squad to get the warning about coaching's coming, okay? So, guys, when you don't like who someone's with, don't set a boundary. See that person differently. See the situation differently. That's how you change it. You don't have to verbalize it, and you certainly don't have to set a boundary. And if you're honestly watching, and I really mean this, I've seen a few manifestational mindset coaches talking about setting boundaries, and I sit there watching the shorts that have come up on my For You page or whatever and thinking, is this bitch for real? She doesn't understand this is the law of assumption. She does understand that person is turning up in that person's reality because of their assumptions about themselves. So setting a boundary will do absolutely nothing. You are no longer a manifestation coach. You are no longer a mindset coach. You need to change the moniker on the top of your thing to just, I don't know, therapist. Okay? And if your therapist says something dumb like set a boundary, say, aren't you meant to be psychoanalyzing me and finding out why that person's turning up, treating me like that in my reality? Isn't that your job? Why are you blaming the other person for the way they're showing up in my reality when they are simply my reflection? Aren't you psychoanalyzing me? Isn't that your job? Why are you psychoanalyzing the other person? This isn't about them. I'm here getting therapy from you. You should be fixing what in my mind is causing them to turn up that way. Oh yeah, I'm doing this all wrong. I'm blaming everyone in your 3D reality and not understanding that the person I'm meant to be psychoanalyzing here and helping is you. Why are you a therapist? Oh, I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else to do. And actually I was doing this to avoid my own stuff that I needed to fix. So I spend my life fixing other people because deep down I'm all kinds of fucked up in my mind. And so I thought therapy would be a really good thing to hide the fact that I am all kinds of fucked up. And then people will think I'm really together because I help other people get together. But my mind is just all kinds of fucked. You know the amount of therapists that I know who are all kinds of fucked? Be aware of those therapists, guys. Okay. Let me go back to the beginning so I can find your questions. That was a very roundabout way of me explaining boundary setting. Hope that made sense. Okay. Let me go to the top. Wait a moment. Wait a sec. You are always living in the end. Change your story. Yes, guys. Your 3D is the outpicturing of your assumptions. Change your assumptions, 3D changes. Exactly, Sarah. Oh, awesome. You call for honesty. This is a demonic repent to Jesus Christ and read a Bible. Lisa, what are you on about? Oh, fucking hell. This is not the live for you, darling. Maybe go and read the Bible and understand it. You are God. Do you not realize Jesus Christ is in you? Test yourself and see. Probably not a good idea to come on here and talk about the Bible with someone who understands the Bible better than most people. So don't argue with me about the fucking Bible on here, darling, because you'll get eaten. If you hold on to what you see in 3D reality, then that will stay. Oh, yes, exactly, Sarah. Manifestation, New Age spirituality is demonic and satanic. Oh, Lisa, you need to go away, darling. You're not understanding the Bible at all. Go and read some Neville Goddard, listen to some of his lectures, come back to me, and then argue with me about the dogma that has been you've been brainwashed with from childhood, okay, called religion. I messed up with SP and blocked him because I got triggered, but I understand now. Do I unblock him? Guys, look, why are you still keeping them blocked if you now understand that you are the only cause? Of course unblock them. Why? Why would you keep them blocked? What for? Why? I don't understand blocking in the first place, guys, but if you're so fucking triggered that you block people and now you get this, yes, unblock them. Laws, I think people get in the way on footpath in Melbourne. I know I created it, driving me crazy. Okay, so if you've got a belief that people walk in front of you on the footpath, just like I had a belief that in the tube everyone doesn't move down, it'll continue to happen. I remember when I first joined Facebook, darling, there was a group called, when groups were really popular in like 2007, there was a group called I Want to Smack Slow Walking People in the Head. And everyone, all these people joined it. Oh, yeah, that bothers me. Slow walkers. And I joined it. And I'm thinking, how fucking dumb is that? I could have just changed my belief that everyone walks slow. Lisa, the whole Bible has manifestation in it. It's all a metaphor for the human experience. Oh, people who are brainwashed by religion don't understand that, darling. Thank you for saying that. Currently trying to let go of 3D crap and focusing on me. Mm-hmm. Oh, dear. Let's ignore Lisa because Lisa doesn't want to learn. Guys, if people come in here espousing religious beliefs, I'm not teaching anything religious. I don't believe in a religion. I am not stupid enough to have been brainwashed by religion my whole life. I always questioned the Bible and questioned religious teachings. Then I bothered to read the Bible and fully understand it and completely understand it for what it actually means, not someone dogmatically telling me what they thought it meant. Okay, so if you're dumb enough to be brainwashed by religion and then come in here and argue with me, you will get obliterated because you don't come in here and argue with me about the fucking Bible because you look like a moron by the end of this chat, Lisa. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore you because I don't want to completely embarrass you. Okay, because you'll be embarrassed because what your understanding of the Bible is completely and utterly skewed by whatever religion you're part of, Catholicism, Mormonism, whatever the fuck it was, okay? And unfortunately, if I did undo what you're saying right now, you would be very embarrassed because your understanding of the biblical teachings is completely wrong because most religions teach it completely wrong because they want to keep you in the religion. If you understood you are God and Jesus Christ is in you and you are powerful, you wouldn't need a religion, darling. If you really truly understood the teaching. So I'm not going to ignore you because I don't want to embarrass you, okay? So let's all ignore Lisa's comments because there's no point because if she's been brainwashed, she won't listen anyway, okay? All power to you, Lisa. Can you work on self-concept towards SP and still what, darling? And still, please don't say and still manifest them. I don't know what the question is, darling. Write the rest of the question. Yep, I keep falling into old patterns. Okay, we'll stop that, darling. Go and get fucked with 3D. It'll really help you. Can you manifest commitment with SP and date others? Of course you can, darling. You can do whatever the fuck you want in your 3D reality. If you've got a belief that you can't, you can't. So if you've got a belief that they'll get upset while you're dating others or whatever, then that's your belief and that will play out. Okay, you can do whatever you want because that's your belief. So I'm just ignoring all these comments, guys, because what's the point? I was just thinking of you, Loz. Can't believe you're live tonight. Oh, Star Moon. When do you usually go live, Loz? I usually go live a couple of times a week now on TikTok, normally nighttime US time around this time, either 9 p.m. or 9:30 or 10 p.m. EST. So make sure you're in the Subconscious Loz Facebook group, the free Facebook group, or the squad, which is $35 a month, my private coaching group. And I will always warn you when I'm about to go live on TikTok, okay? And you can always watch these back on my YouTube channel, Subconscious Laws, and you can watch my latest video, which is one of the lives I did last week. Could you explain birds before land? Okay, so birds before land / signs are two completely different things. Okay, birds before land is your self-concept working, and then people in your 3D reality reflecting that it's working. So people treating you better, giving you things, being nice to you, men hitting on you, etc. That's birds before land. Signs is something you're manifesting and you're thinking it's a sign. So I could say a crow flew past my window, and that means my manifestation is on its way, because I had a belief that when a crow flies past my window, it means that, because I saw some tarot saying you'll see crows and that means this sign. So I put the belief on the sign of a crow, therefore I've made it a sign. Who said that that's a sign? What, the tarot reader? No, I believe that that's a sign. Signs don't mean anything, guys. They just mean what you think they mean. You're the only one deciding it's a sign. It was just a fucking crow flying past my window. But I, because I don't believe in my own power, wanted to really hold on to signs and think that that was a sign, because deep down I didn't really understand that I am God and I am the power and I can manifest anything in my reality if I truly believe I can. So I was clinging on to something I thought was a sign in the hope that my manifestation was coming. Feel self-concept improving. Had a stranger buy my groceries, but then still feel here is something more to find. Well, guys, you'll always feel like there's something more to find sometimes. That's all right. You're allowed to feel that way. We're not perfect. So that's great, darling. Just know it's working. What affirmations can I say for people to be kind and do things for me? Love you lots. Oh, thank you so much. So just say, people are always doing lovely things for me. People are so sweet to me. Everyone in my reality is so kind. I don't encounter any unkind people in my reality. Everyone does things for me now. I love being given things. I get the princess treatment, stuff like that. Time. Is this something I should even notice? What are you talking about, Jen? How can you manifest SP while dating, talking to others? You can, guys. You've just got to have the belief that you're together, right? So decompartmentalize your mind and think, I'm now with this guy and I'm in this reality with this guy and now I'm over in this reality with my SP. However you want to do it. On a positive note, my boys 16 and 17 came to me last night asking for your sleep tapes. Oh, did they tell me they want to use my sleep tapes? Oh, how lovely. Really? Oh, that's so nice. I should do some for teenagers, shouldn't I? I really need to do a kids channel. How to change the belief that I'm not chosen. I have a lot of videos on this, darling. Go to my YouTube, okay, and watch the self-concept playlist, the Manifest Your Specific Person playlist, this playlist called Why It's Not Manifesting, my Ask Loz playlist, and watch anything about being chosen or feeling not good enough, okay, and use my I'm Not Chosen sleep tape at night. And you can start having the thoughts like, I am chosen, I am perfect just the way I am, there's nothing wrong with me, people don't get upset with me, I am the way I'm meant to be, everyone loves the way I am, things like that, darling. Thanks, Loz, I'm hearing this thing. Okay, good. Any affirmations to say when you start seeing massive movement and feel unnecessary fear? Well, you've got a story maybe that, oh my God, this is too good to be true, or, oh, wow, good things never happen to me. Is this really happening? You can't even believe it when it's happening. To change that. Of course, good things happen to me. Good things happen to me all the time. I can accept this. This is great. Nothing's too good to be true. How do you fix feeling like if my friend doesn't reach out, then we'll never talk? I do all the work. So do you have a story that they won't reach out? Therefore, they won't. You said it there. So until you change that story, they won't reach out. That's your belief, and you're reflecting that out to her. You won't contact me. You never contact me. I do all the work, and then you'll have to do all the work. I people please. I overgive. They don't give to me. That's your belief. So change all of those beliefs, darling. I've done that. I know him so well. He did exactly what he said. I said he would. Yep. Guys, when you say, oh, I knew he'd do that, you manifested that. You've got to understand that. How can you manifest? Oh, guys, why are you repeating your question? I get to you. Way better than Kylie makeup. Oh, well, Kylie makeup's gone real downhill, hasn't it? I have to change my beliefs about my ex. Yes, please. Rock stylers. Oh, thank you, Will. I love your Ozempic of manifestation video. Oh, good, darling. A lot of people didn't watch that. It's like my least popular YouTube recently. I'm like, this is one of my best videos. Why is no one watching this? I must have released it at the wrong time. Loz, when was the last time you've done a success live video? Oh, I must do one, Star Moon. Maybe we should do it in the free Facebook group with some squad people. Let's do that. Jenna can organise that for this month. Maybe the end of this month or beginning of next month. That would be really good, wouldn't it? There's been so many people getting engaged. Yes, there has been a lot of engagements. I actually saw Ellie's today. When I saw Ellie's, I gasped. I went like this, oh, out loud, because we had coaching like 2 years ago, and I'm so thrilled for her, and that's a new SP. I have to write a comment because I was so choked up seeing it. I was like, oh my God. I'm thrilled. It was such a beautiful ring as well. I'm working on seeing her differently. Good, darling, good. And just don't worry about the argument you had or her not talking. Just imagine you talking again, okay? worked on self-concept for a couple of months, then did your mini course, and within a month, SP is back. Oh, Esmeralda, wonderful. Within a month, SP is back. Woo, 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 woo. You did that, don't you? Lol, I don't want 100 emails about a wait list. Oh, my God, guys. Sorry, Jenna. There's no wait list for coaching. Just wait in the squad and Jenna will tell you when the coaching is released, okay? Because you have to be in the coaching, guys. You understand? I do the coaching live in the squad over video, so you have to actually be in the squad to know when the coaching is available, all right? So please don't message Jenna asking for coaching. You can't get it until such time as she releases it inside the squad. So you've got to be in my squad, my monthly coaching group for $35 a month. Cancel anytime, but be in there to know when the coaching is. 2 friends told me they couldn't commit to plans with me. I must have a story of not being chosen, committed to. They're not friends. I knew it was me. Well, don't worry, Jess. Just imagine no one does that to you anymore. Wow, congrats. What's this, Esmeralda? Yes, that's lovely. Jenna, stuck on a skateboard. It's like Hunger Games this month. What with the coaching? Can I manifest for my mum or can I only manifest for myself? Yes, guys, I manifest for other people all the fucking time. I see them differently. I see for the blind man. See her thriving, see her happy, see her whole, however you want her to be. Third party is gone and now living together. Oh, Esmeralda, really? And living together. Oh, wonderful. Belief. I know I'm a great actor. I need you to change the story by the way I look. Grayson, if you've got a story the agent won't give you work because of XYZ, because of your looks or something, then they won't. My main problem is checking 3D. There's no point in checking. I'm yelling at myself. Danielle, go and get fucked the 3D. It'll really help you. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. Oh, Esmeralda, that's lovely. Yay. That's wonderful. I've been saying I'm desired, I'm wanted, I'm the chosen one, I'm always chosen, I'm a priority, I'm easily committed to, given all the love and attention. Wonderful, Jess, do that. 8, did I? Lol, every single therapist I know needs a therapy and beyond. Guys, most therapists I know are completely fucked in the head. That's why they're therapists. Manifest all the things in the squad now. Yes, guys, there's loads of success in there, heaps. So guys, part 3 of Manifest All the Things dropped in the squad yesterday. So the squad is my private monthly coaching group. Not only can you watch coaching in there or get coaching if you then purchase the coaching, you can watch the coaching replays. So there's heaps of them in there to watch. You've just put in advanced coaching, watch all the replays. I did 2 sessions the other day you can watch. Just search for them in the search bar. You can also go live with me on a Friday. I'll answer your questions like this. And then there's also the mini courses. And this month's mini course is Manifest All the Things. And part 3 just came out. So if you join now for $35, you'll get the whole course. Find it in the guide section. You'll get parts 1, 2, and 3, plus the bonus ebook that I just put in there of affirmations and visualization prompts to manifest anything you want. I'm so confused which course to get first, lol. I actually said to Jenna the other day, we actually need a course guide. Like, are you looking for this? You might need this course. Or do you need this? You might need this course. We actually need that now because there's so many courses. But darling, it depends on what you're trying to manifest. So if you understand self-concept, you understand the fundamentals of thought reflection, I would go straight to Worthy as Fuck for Love if it's love you're trying to manifest. If you're just trying to manifest a new person, you understand your self-concept, blah, blah, maybe get Manifest New Love. If it's just confidence you're after, get the confidence course. If it's really reacting to the 3D, get Fuck the 3D. Either way, the self-concept course, A Kick-Ass You, is my foundational course, and that will give you your assessment to know what your self-concept is. So if you really don't know your self-concept at all and you don't know what you're doing wrong, get that one. But if you understand self-concept and you have some idea of your self-concept issues, go straight to Worthy as Fuck for Love or one of my other courses that are specific to your problem, okay? And they're all on my website, Subconscious Laws, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to go. So please do, yes, a flow chart. Yeah, we need that. Like, Jenna did one about, have you watched Loz's content? Do you want to get your manifestation? Yes, no. We need one like that for the courses, I think, because there's so many courses now. There's 8 mini courses, a focused course, and 2 major courses. There's a lot. All right, guys, so come and get Manifest All the Things in the squad. You can watch my coaching in there, my advanced coaching, go live with me on a Friday. You can go to my YouTube right now and watch Discipline Your Mind to Manifest. It's on my YouTube. You can go to my YouTube and watch this back next week, and then make sure you put the notification bell on and follow me on TikTok so you know when I go live, because then I'll answer your questions at the end of every Loz lesson. I will ask you what you want a Loz lesson about, unless there's something that's come up in the Facebook group that I want to talk about. I'll do a Loz lesson, and then you just reserve your questions till the end, and I'll answer your questions every time. And you can go to my free Facebook group called Subconscious Laws, where you'll get warning about these lives, okay? You can also ask questions in there of the mentors and the other group members in the Q&A forum, and there's also mentors really answering your questions in the squad. That's mainly where they answer your questions in my private monthly coaching group, the squad, which is only $35. You can join it in the link tree in my bio. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.